All right, let's get this party started. Whoa. All right, not the crack. Let me start that again. Here we go. One more time. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And what we're doing today is Tuesday Brews Day. So if you guys haven't been to a Tuesday Brews Day, I know I started up the tradition and then cut it for this last week. I was traveling. I was in I think I drove a total of like 26 hours in a few days. So super fun, love that. But so glad to have everyone on here already. Devin, Cinch, Sandor, Warwick, Burfsky, and Nick. Thanks for jumping on. Love all you guys. Welcome. So what we're doing for Tuesday Brews Day is I like to start out with a new brew that I have, something that's just fun to play that we can kind of play for a while. But then at the end of the stream or a little bit later on, we're going to be doing deck reviews. So if you guys throw me your deck list in the Discord channel, remind me, I actually need to remember which Discord channel it is. Devin Prophet's here to help me out with some of the stuff as well. But send it over and I will take a look at the deck list, kind of make some changes that I would suggest. If you have any changes like that. Again, I'm not necessarily the expert though. Well, not necessarily. You guys know I'm not an expert, okay? But there's just different things that I would change. Like I have been playing for quite a while now, and so I do kind of know like, oh, this is maybe something you hadn't thought of. And so that's what we're gonna do for that. And then I'll probably be testing out or some of the decks that you guys send me. And it's just a time to have fun playing Magic, basically. And so we're gonna start off with this deck here first. But a couple of reminders, announcements. We are doing a tournament for my channel for all of you guys that want to jump in. So if you guys want to check it out, down in the description below. I'll be announcing it a few times throughout, but it's the first link after like the dotted lines or whatever. And I'm actually doing a payout for it because I just wanted to do like a thank you type of tournament for all of you guys that have been jumping in and doing all this. And so I'm actually throwing in a cash prize from my own wallet. So if you guys want to jump into that, that'd be sweet. And it's gonna be fun. Thank you, Devin, for sending that in. I'm still working out some of the kinks. Like, sorry, I've been away for the last week. We've had tons of crazy things happening. I've had lots of family coming through. My brother, who's moving to the Caribbean, came through, and so it was the last time I got to see him for like 3 years. And so I've been trying to make sure that that's a priority. You know, like that's one of the beautiful things about doing YouTube like this is that I get to kind of decide when I'm working, when I'm not. But at the same time, I do now. I'm committing fully towards you guys. So it's Dino time, my brothers. So we're gonna play some dinos. So this is a pretty fun. This is pretty similar to a lot of brews you guys have seen. I just really enjoy playing dinos. I think they're really good right now. I think that I think they're solid. In general, just big stompy creatures I think is good in the format at the moment. The biggest issue with this is making sure we actually get down things with trample. I was kind of noticing that with this deck is that we don't have tons of trample-y creatures. We might need to switch up a couple of things. I played it for a little bit earlier. I actually ran into Merchant while I was testing this just like 20 minutes ago, 10-20 minutes ago. And I ended up playing against Merchant, which was pretty fun. And let's see, I'm actually gonna get rid of the Needletooth Raptor. I think it's good, but it's not what we're going for. I feel like I just need a little bit more trampoliness, but I think this is okay. All right, and so I ran into Merchant. I did record some of the video, and we'll see if I can put it up. I was talking with him a little bit about it afterwards, but that was pretty fun. So I tested this deck against him. He did beat me. I got him down to 1 life, and he top deck a flyer to be able to kill me. Like, no, a hasty flyer, by the way. Anyway, that was a good one. Jake, how you doing? Welcome. And Jose, what's up from Brazil? And yeah, I started early today. I wanted to start a little bit early because I missed all of last week, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I know that I wasn't fully clear with the communication on that either. I did say beforehand that there's a really good chance I wasn't going to be able to do everything, but I was going to try my best. And then I did send out things. I've been trying to find out the best way to communicate it because there's like 10 places for me to communicate to my audience when I am doing stuff, when I'm not, and so. I've been using the stories on YouTube stories pretty often. I've been using the community area, and then I go into Discord as well. But and then on Facebook as well. And so like I've been trying to do all of them, but I haven't done every one of them every time that I've made an announcement. And so because I'm usually in a hurry. So there's that. And it's a shame it's going to be removed in standard. That's since So yeah, there are a lot of cards rotating. Of course, we do have Thresh and Bronzodon still in the format, but all of Ixalan will be rotating, all of that kind of stuff. I'm kind of trying to do a last hurrah with some of these, and then I'll be jumping into rotation-proof type of decks. Although I recognize that now's the time to be building the rotation-proof type of decks, so I will be jumping into those pretty soon here. Any other suggestions that you guys have for this deck before we start running? I think I might go to like a constructed event or something. And run it there. Do I think Mu Yang Ling is busted? I think she's really good. I think it just has to be in the right deck, but I think it's really good. Any other suggestions you guys have for this deck? Let me know. A deck list. Oh, and let me actually get this into a deck list for you on Aether Hub. Do a couple of things. Yeah, I'm starting a little bit slow here because I know I usually start a little bit later, but I just wanted to kind of be able to hop on and talk to you guys for a moment. And yeah, I did throw in one what's it, ancestral icon of ancestry. Because I like the card advantage that it gives. It's kind of like it's kind of like the reason why I'm running one Domri. I'm like, well, it bumps everything up. It is useful, especially with all the enraged stuff, and then being able to go digging for something like I'm fine running into that one time in every couple games. You know, that sounds really good. So I'm running it as a one of, and I think that's pretty decent. All right, so let me get you. All right, so here is the list. Let me just see if I saw any suggestions here. Yeah, Marauding Raptor is really good. So my favorite thing is Marauding Raptor with Raptor Hatchling. You can have some insane plays with the two of those. So Marauding Raptor makes everything cost less, which is huge. It makes everything here cost a lot less. The fact that it gets +2/+0 every time a dinosaur enters the battlefield is great too. So Raptor Hatchling, when enters, first off, it only costs 1 mana, so you could end up having 3 of these played after the turn you play Marauding Raptor and swing in for 12 points of damage, and be able to have 3 3/3s out in the battlefield afterwards as well. So it's pretty insane. So that's the reason why we're putting so much emphasis on Raptor Hatchling with this, is because of Marauding Raptor. At the same time, though, like that's the only thing it's good with. So I've been kind of in between. If it's really worth having that, maybe I should cut it down to 2 and go for some other stuff. No, the Polyraptor Infinite combo is, I mean, it's infinite, but it's also a draw for the game. Yeah, it's a game-breaking infinite. It's one of those where it's like it never actually finishes anything. So it's like, that's good. Andrew, what's up? Any chance we get to do some janky combos today? Absolutely, yeah. So you guys prepare some deck lists you want me to take a look at. So go ahead and right now, while I'm going to be playing this deck, get some deck lists together, things you guys want me to review, maybe even test out a couple times, and put those into the Discord. And for now, I'm going to be jumping into some gameplays. So yeah, I think this is a good time to jump in. So yeah, if you guys want to throw any of that in, go to the Discord channel. Devin, or here, I can do it real quick. Bam. All right. I'm not sure how much latency there is with this stream right now. We should be pretty good, but I had to like change up some of the yeah, we shouldn't be too far apart. What about Vivian Arcbow? Vivian Arcbow I think is good. The thing with dinos is a lot of times you're playing like the reducing the mana cost So sometimes that's good there. I don't know. I'm in between with Vivian's Arc Bow. It's one of those where it's like there are some instances where it's gonna win you the game for sure, and then there's other times where it's like, well, I would just rather have another of those creatures in the deck over that, you know, like, or another land or whatever. It's really hard, I feel like, to make it the priority. All right, let's go to a constructed event. I haven't done one of these in forever. All right. Forever. And ever, and ever, and ever, and ever, you'll be back. All right, so it's Dino time. All of the polys you want, and then kill Raptor with Lightning Strike to stop the chain. Yeah. The issue with that is you have to have 10 mana to make that happen. You have to play, or I guess it's 9 because Polyraptor will cost 7 with Marauding Raptor. But like it takes so much to have like the perfect hand to make that happen. So like, yeah, can you do that? Yes. Will that ever really happen? Probably not. So we have Reckless Rage with Raptor Hatching, which could be decent. We at least get a 3/3 and we can kill something, but I'm not sure I love this hand. So we're gonna mull it. There we go. That's what we want. Keeping this. We dump the Thrash and hold. I think that we just say Carnage Tyrant. I mean, it costs 5 with Raptor. A lot has to go right there. I'd almost rather just make sure that we have some removal. It's really hard. That's our only Carnage Tyrant. All right, let's go down the Carnage. I think that's the better play. I just have so much greed. I want to play that so bad. All right, but this is looking good. Raptor into Raptor, and life will be grand. But the link doesn't work for you. Is that for the Discord? I may have gotten the wrong Discord link. I know that. Let me get a new one. All right, Marasume. Is that the name of the sword from Chrono Trigger? Yeah, Devin, or someone, if you'll get the invite, that'd be sweet. I think, yeah. All right, let's do Raptor. We also have Shifting Ceratops for next turn as well, which is sweet. And protection from blue is actually good against the elementals. The Discord link is expired. Bummer. I set it to never expire, and then it expires. That just seems silly. Alrighty. Let's do this. We can go for the Shifting Ceratops, but I think that the Registrar Alpha next turn is going to be pretty sweet as well. So let's go ahead and kill that. It's going to get rid of some of these fellas. Raptor Hatchling. Probably just blocked with the Leafkin Druid, but we're going to make him do that. You know, get rid of a Leafkin Druid, which is nice. Or take 6 to the face. And Registrar Alpha on the next turn, swinging with a bunch of 3/3s. This is feeling sweet. Or a Hasty Ceratops. Chandra. Alright, probably just going to kill our board. Which then we don't actually get to play Registrar Alpha.
I always wanted to make a really big fireball.
Ooh, man, this is annoying. Well, yeah, just Shifting Ceratops past the turn. Volrin, what's up, brother? Welcome. And Loki King, how you doing? Sorry to hear about your mom, man. No, that's awful. All right, let me get another link here. I really don't use Discord that much, and so I'm trying to figure out how to do it. All right. All right, well, here's a Discord link if you guys need it. Thunderkin Awakener. Oh, we're gonna attack in. That would be sweet. Yeah, take it from Chandra. Icon of Ancestry is a little bit interesting here. So it becomes a 6/5. We can swing at Chandra and give it trample. They're gonna have to block with 2 things to not, go down a little bit, and then we can threaten with trample. We can also then just shock. We don't really get the Register Alpha anyways. I mean, I guess this is what we do. It's just a... So let's go for, yeah, Dinosaur, of course. And that's really good. That keeps us in the game with the card draw. We could even go face here. Actually, do we go face? I mean, Chandra's annoying. She can kill Ceratops on this next turn. But it gains them so much life, basically, by doing this. Let's go ahead and swing in. Swing! Alright, blocks. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it trample. Alright, down to 2 for the Chandra. I wish I had the shock to do that as well. That was an annoying thing. We played the icon instead of being able to do that, but we also wouldn't have been able to have it as a 6/5. Alright, well, Elementals. Growing. Getting the Trailblazer back for a moment. Yeah, Chandra is insane, especially with... like, I feel like this is the thing with Chandra, is that Chandra is good if even out with Elementals not being that great. Elementals are insane right now, though. So it's like, dude, like, they made Elementals pretty broken. Yeah, brings it in, hits for 6. That's a spider on my desk. Get out of here. Take all the pingages. And I hate the pingages. They're the worst. All right. Oh my gosh, where's our land? And I can't give vigilance. Let's go ahead and swing at Chandra again, though, I guess. We're kind of actually wanting them to block with another person. We can at least shock the Trailblazer, which doesn't do much for us on the next turn. So yeah, we give this trample. And, I mean, it's shock her or not, and not be able to draw a card at all. Which I guess we're looking for a land off the top anyway. We're not in a really good spot here. We're going to take a ton of damage on the next turn, and we are just hoping that we hit land for Register Alpha to kind of stabilize on the board. There's a Risen Reef. No! Oh, sorry. Resolve. Yeah, swing. So much of the damages. I've not really been seeing anyone play Icon of Ancestry with Elementals. I think it's good, but not great. Is that lethal? That would be lethal. Well, all right. Game 1 over. I'm not sure what we could have done really differently there. Like, maybe I could have played a little bit more defensively, but then we had so many other problems along that line as well. So it was kind of just a hope, but I don't know. Matthias, how you doing? You watch your games every single day in Brazil. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you. Keep doing this. Really amazing. I'm a fan. God bless you. Hey, thank you so much, Matthias. I appreciate it. Dude, I love doing this. This is really fun. We're going to keep this. Domri, Raptor. Yep. Hopefully we draw like a 2 or 3 drop Dino. Otherwise, I mean, Domri is good with Raptor as well. Into Reggie. Yeah, Rotting Raptor with Register Alpha is sweet. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Maraud your way through there, Raptor. Welcome to the fun house. Yep. Man, one of these days I'm going to get more sleep than just like a tiny bit. All right, so I'm actually I could go for Ranging Raptors here, and that actually gives us the land that we need for Alpha, so... And we get to hit him for more. I was going to play the Domri here, but I think that I'd rather get more of a board. I'm not sure what they're playing here. Let's go for Forest. That's the other thing too, is Galta can be huge with the Marauding Raptor. They can get there really quick. Dude, MTG, what's up, my brother? Hope you have a good one. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm still kind of like waking up a little bit from all of the madness going on lately. All right, well, we did get a land, so that's good. Go Reggie. Swing in for 5. I like seeing lightning strikes against our deck because we have a lot of enraged creatures and we at least get some value from them removing our stuff, so it's not that bad. Double Registar. Well, actually, I think we just go Galta next turn, right? If we have Registar out there, that's what you do. Love this, you rock, Jeff. Thanks so much, T. Griffin. You're awesome, my brother. So Galta, as one does. I guess I could have gone for Domri instead there, but Reckless Rage. And swing. And this is what this deck's trying to do. I mean, that's always fun. Just swinging with a hasty Galta. Makes life good. He did have really slow lands, which is always painful. So that was a big reason why we were doing okay there, but that was good. All right, here we go again. So 1 win, 1 loss. As long as we have a positive one, I'm always happy about that. But I think that this deck, I'm not sure. I kind of like doing constructed events because I feel like you get to see like competitive decks, but I feel like I also see a lot of like random weird decks in these formats. So I think it's fun. All right, this is Keep a Bull. We're on the draw, and so we could find some other stuff. I like that we have 4 mana, but I don't like that we don't have like Marauding Raptor in here. We have removal for early game, like so we can play this like a mid-range hand, and like in a mid-range deck, I would keep this, but we do have some more aggressive plays. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. And let's go for the life gain. Have I tried the Polyraptor combo yet? I've seen it done. It just times you out. Like you don't actually get to finish the game. It's a draw, right? So it's like it's a combo, but it's kind of not too. Well, I like seeing mono red playing this slow, unless it's like I've seen some mono red like control decks now with the Chandras and everything that they get pretty insane. Oh, MCJesus, I forgot that your son is named Soren. That's right. Yeah. The kiddos make it hard to do this stuff for sure. There's been times when I've not been able to do much at all. Up against goblins, let's see here. I mean, I like to go for Thrashing Brontodon, just for the more damage output. But if we can get another land for the Registar Alpha, that'd be nice. Let's go for Thrashing Brontodon. I think that it's going to be a better defender. And we still have some good plays along the ways. Ooh, Blast Zone is great here too. All right, well, let's go. Build of Ruin is not really going to do much for us. So let's go ahead and get that out. Rip Jowl and swing. Have to have a sacrifice mechanic. I hadn't thought about that, just like having some sort of way to sacrifice it. What actually is out there that helps us sacrifice creatures right now? For the Marauding Raptor there. All right, go Reggie. Go Reggie. Go Reggie. If they have removal for the Registar Alpha, actually, is this going to be worthwhile? I think we can go for Registar. Let's 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 go for Regis I think we still go aggressive here, even with Krenko out. I mean, we bring him down to 7. We have another Regisaur Alpha on the next turn. Get to swing in with everything as long as this survives. Like, we're actually in pretty decent shape. Lots of trampoline creatures. I guess not lots, but lots of creatures. Ouch. Swings with everything. That's pretty aggressive. Yep. Go Reggie. And block, and take 6 down to 1. We get to draw a card. I've not really seen anyone play that. It's not that terrible. I have not played the Goblin Tribal deck either. That's something I need to do. What are some decks that you guys want me to be playing more of? Because like we've kind of gotten to this point. Actually, what deck list do you guys want rotation proof? How about that? Because I've been trying to think of some new stuff to do, and I've been running a little bit dry on ideas at the moment. Which this always happens like about a month before the next set comes out. You know, it's like it's a little bit before a month before the next set. And so, Sultai Hydras, dude, I'm saving that for you, Devin. That's a sweet one. Another War Chief. They have a lot of damage output here. If we can hit land for the Carnage Tyrant, we're gonna be good. I mean, we have a few things we can do here. Yeah, that's a fun deck list there. What's the best deck to fight mono red? Yeah, some sort of artifact deck is what you'd like me to do? Yeah, that would be pretty fun. Do we even block this? If they have a shock or something, they have Crater Maker as well. The fact that this gives us haste or whatever. And we have the Thrash, so we can go like Marauding Raptor, Ranging Raptors. Oh, we don't have enough colors in that to do Thrash still. But being able to have haste might be better overall. I mean, we end up killing 2 goblins with what's on here. Like, that's not terrible. We have lots of trample. Just not having the haste is a big deal. Especially if we have Carnage Tyrant. Let's say no blocks. I'm actually going to take it here. If we can hit the land for Carnage Tyrant, then we can win the game here. It's a little bit risky. Franco number dos. Just putting out for blockers. Or what? Alright, well, Carney T. And swing. That's a lot of trample. That should be enough. It blocks all of these. And just won't have enough. Yeah, not for 7 points of damage. So that was a really lucky draw. Yep, good game. I should do a Gleaming Overseer Zombie Mass deck. Oh, I was trying to answer what's the best thing against mono red. Yeah, life gain is what beats mono red. It's one of those, like, for the most part at least. I think that Angels do pretty well against mono red. As long as you hit the Bishop, that gains you 4 life against Angels. Like, I think Angels is actually a really solid deck right now. That's my opinion on that. I'm trying to think of anything else. Well, this is definitely good. Ranging Raptors help us find some more manas. Gain some life. Pass the turn. That's true. Angels do get rotated out. I think that there's still enough that you could have. I want to maybe try a rotation-proof Angel deck. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure if that would work, would it? Oh, come on. All right, Bant Flash. do this madness, or Simic Flash. Not hitting their land drops, though. We like that. They have another Essence Scatter. Woo! Well, at least we have the things that can't be countered in our hand. But they're a little bit slow against this deck, I feel. Not a lot of mono red are playing Tibalt. No. Alright, well. All of our removal requires having a creature out. Two Roaring Raptors, Bishop of Wings, and Divine Visitation. That's the same type of infinite combo that that closes out the game with the Raptor or whatever. But at the same time, that sounds awesome. Just like an infinite loop of gaining 4 life and the angels coming out. Well, pass the turn. Yeah, Lyra and Shalai. I'm trying to remember. Is Resplendent Angel M19 or is it Guilds of Ravnica? It might be M19. So I think we lose that one as well, that's a big one. All right, Shifting Ceratops. Protection from blue is huge here. Go for it. I love how people always miss that it can't be countered. Yep, that's fun. All right, let's see if he reads the protection from blue part of things. This is one of the main reasons we play Shifting Ceratops is for this deck. So they can grow this guy to be big enough, but like he's not gonna die. So that's fine. Just stopping the damage at the moment. So we need land for Reckless Rage here as well. That would be great. Do I have this deck in paper? I do not. I don't have like any deck in paper at the moment. It's kind of sad actually. All right, so Shifting Ceratops. Go for that counter again. Do it. Dare ya. We're gonna hold on to the Reckless Rage until the last moment. All right. We have to kill the sailor. We just have to get rid of flyers. No attacks. We're still too low on life at the moment. Oh yeah, there's still Feather. Feather, yeah, Feather's great. I just feel like Registrar's Alpha is definitely going to get blocked. But I mean, I think we have to play it. We have to try to get more bodies out here. They've already spent one Frilled Mystic. And opponent just scoops it up. What? Alright. That was sweet. Alright, 1 and 3 so far. 3 and 1. And the deck's performing spectacularly. If you guys want to, though, so this is Tuesday Brews Day. If you guys want to give me a deck list, so the place where you do it is in... Is it Community Deck List is where we're doing it? And I'll go based off of what came out today on there. And I'm just going to be going through and reviewing some deck lists later on. This is the issue, is Raptor Hatchling at this point, I'm not sure how good it is. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a good blocker. It slows things down. Against certain decks, it's okay. You want to try it in Vegas? Yeah, when are you going, Sandor? I mean, I'm guessing when GP Vegas is. I just don't know when that is. I'm not checking into those deck lists just yet, Andrew. I'm sure that you probably did already. All right, go Raptor. Raptor, I actually really like the Raptor Hatchling as a defender for mono red. All right, yeah, so we get rid of one card there. Get the 3/3. They're going to have to lightning strike that to get in with Pyromancer or something. And that just feels great. All right, Wizard's Lightning. Okay. That's 2 cards down. That's fine. We are down to 14. Let's just gain life. Crashing Brontodon is difficult for them to deal with. We can go for Raptor Hatchling and Reckless Rage on the next turn. Alright, let's go Thrashing Brontodon, pass the turn. And really what we're trying to do with this is we want them to spend as many cards as possible on our creatures. That's what I found works against mono red for me. Is just kind of like, all right, the more like, can mono red still win even if they spend tons of cards on your creatures? Yeah, especially if they hit an Experimental Frenzy and like all that kind of stuff. Like you're just hoping that doesn't happen and build as good of a deck as possible. That's 5 points of damage that aren't at my face right now, and they only have 1 card in hand. We love that. All right, so we have Regisaur Alpha for the next turn, so let's go ahead and Raptor. Could have used the Reckless Rage there, but I guess we don't really need it. The nice thing too is Icon of Ancestry can sometimes be useful here. With Raptor Hatchling, if they have like a bunch of 1/1s. Respawn Angel is M19. Okay, that's what I was thinking it was. All right, well, let's go Reggie. Icon of Ancestry will be pretty good here as well. The more toughness we give all of our creatures is great. Yeah, I think that at this point, we should be favored to beat mono red. It all comes down to if they hit Experimental Frenzy and then go crazy. You know, like that's always a thing that can happen. You're leaving tomorrow morning, Sandor? Yeah, if you want to stop by, I can give you anything that I have. But dude, that sounds so fun. I kind of wish I could go. I've been traveling so much already. Who's all going to Vegas, GP Vegas? All right, get in on Dinos. Shock here, swing in. We have Reckless Rage for anything else that comes in. Now that Raptor Hatchling is bigger too, like Goblin Chamberlain only helps us out, which is sweet, and we'll pass the turn. That looked like a desperation move. Yeah, that's game. Oh man, that's kind of a bummer actually. 7 lands in mono red means he's drawing really terribly. I mean, I'm glad to win that game, but like I want to. It feels better to beat mono red when they have like a sweet hand rather than that. All right, 4-1 so far. Dino Time's doing it. I saw that. I think it was Jund Dinos, or I can't remember if it was Jund Dinos or just Red Green Dinos being in the meta right now. So I think Dinos actually have a chance at being pretty good. And it all comes down to what you're seeing in the meta. You're taking Esper Control, Negate Shift. You were talking, yeah. I'm not sure. Did I ever check yours out, Sandor? Send it. I'll make sure we check it out here while we're going as well. I guess we keep this. I mean, it's not terrible. I'd like to have a good draw or two along the way here. I mean, that's what you always want, right? Kongi, what's up, brother? Welcome. Did I try red white or red white green? I haven't really done too much. I was trying to add white in here. Actually, I think that there's quite a few good enraged white creatures that could do well with Marauding Raptor. The issue is that they're all really expensive. I guess he makes them cheaper. Like there's the one for 6 mana, which would be 5 mana, that puts a counter on every dinosaur you control whenever it is enraged. So Marauding Raptor could go pretty insane with that. That could actually be really cool. Just like grow with that. So like I was thinking about doing something along those lines. Ranging raptors is good. Grow the raptor here. Take the actions. So this is Bantscape Shift. Or Gate Shift. Or that's right. No, Sandor's was Gate Shift. That's which I think is awesome. All right, see Sandor. All right, yeah, blocks it. And we're just hoping that we are fast enough here to, like, if we can keep Marauding Raptor alive and hit in with Register Alpha on the next turn, I think it's going to be enough damage because Marauding Raptor grows twice here, so. As long as we get a big hit here, I think we can win this. You never know with this deck. It's pretty good. But they run so many land synergies that they don't actually run enough control oftentimes to actually finish out and close out games. All right, yeah, 5 lands. What else you got? There are dinos in the Eldraine plane. I mean, they gave us Marauding Raptor. They gave us the Ceratops for all that. The thing with Marauding Raptor though is that it works well even if it's not a dinosaur. So it's kind of like, yeah.
I am not going to
all right.
this one out.
They're getting close to starting to have lots of vampires and stuff. Well, let's. Oh, we can't shock this now. I forgot. That's right. All right, Marauding Raptor, Ranging Raptors. Take action, grab a, I don't know, forest. We do have a lot more green than red, demanding. I hate not going at face,
This is hardly my worst
but
defeat.
for only 1 extra point of damage, that's fine. Bolrin with the $5, 5 euros, super chat. Thanks so much. Since you dared not take my money last week by not streaming, take it out, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for not streaming, guys. Hey, and Brent, what's up, brother? How you doing? Dude, I haven't seen you in forever, man. All right, Arboreal Grazer. Has the Fill of the Dead now. Okay. So this is actually going to be kind of insane. The biggest issue is that he has a blocker here for the... Maybe I could have gone Domri instead. Swing. There's a 10-3. Man, it's a bummer that he had a blocker for it, but that would have been so sweet. Like, this is how explosive this deck can be right now. It's really pretty insane. Let's see if they have land and escape shift, though. That can be bad. Time wipe, okay. That's also bad. I guess we overcommitted there. I hadn't seen a board wipe yet, but... Alright, Domre. We can play the other Domri, but it's not going to be it's not really going to be worthwhile for us. So let's go ahead and take down.
Maybe I'll hang on to this.
Yes, those are both good. And pass the turn, and we'll probably just kill any zombie that comes out here now. And we'll see how this goes. 0 respect. Yeah, that's the kind of people that play the Bantscape Shift deck. I'm just saying. Oh man, what's your guys' favorite deck right now in Standard? What have you been playing? Yeah, what's been going on? I'd love to hear it. All right, so we can give Riot to the Carnity, which is nice. The issue is just depending on how many dinosaurs they get. Yeah, or not dinosaurs, zombies. What am I talking about? Which will be 7. Sultai Hydras. Dude, I still haven't tested that one out yet. It looked really fun. elementals are really fun to play. It's one of those where like I've been kind of avoiding them because I feel like they're the annoying thing to play against at the moment, because I never like doing that, but they are insane. They pretty are insane. Yeah, Field of the Dead is really fun. Field of the Dead, I've enjoyed playing that one. Like the divine zombie lands, whatever I played, was a really good one. All right, let's get the trigs, all the triggers. Yep, resolve all. It's a gain of life. Yeah, I feel like it was dependent. Like we really had to be winning on that other turn. This feels so like, well, I got a zombie. Reckless Rage isn't terrible. All right, so let's go ahead and do green.
This ain't gonna be one of those quiet riots.
It only takes 3 of them to kill our guy. We don't really get anything from going slow. Like we can hope they just don't actually ever do anything else. So we're gonna swing in. We get to kill 3 of their guys. Reckless Rage kill another one. Yeah, that's fine. We're trying to kill as many of these guys as we can to try to win back the board. Hope they don't find lands in a deck that's all about that. But I think that this game is probably over. Once they get to Field of the Dead, the fact that they have, you know, the Blast Zone as well, they got back up to 12 life. I don't know. We overcommitted to the board as well, which was a big deal. Yeah, so I think that this one's probably just over.
It ain't the first time I've been knocked about.
I didn't do that. If they find another Field of the Dead as well, that's when it's bad. Do they have Scape Shift here? So if there's a second Scape Shift, we're just done. Zoria Spirits, yeah. The Spirits are fun too, actually. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, how does this deck beat that deck? The Field of the Dead is a really good deck. What's the I was thinking that Blood Sun might be something that people will start running just to kill Field of the Dead, because like that deck is kind of nothing without Field of the Dead. So if you get out a Blood Sun, it's just like done for. Right? Blood Sun is the one that takes away all extra abilities that aren't mana abilities. Whirling Warrior, what's up? You added Veil of Summer for the of the haters, yeah. Yeah, we keep this. This is great. Raptor into Ceratops into Alpha. That's exactly what we want. Oh, well, hello. Orombo. Mono white, possibly here. I think vampires are really solid right now too. Vampires are really fun. That seems sketchy. I hate not taking those. You know, it's like, because I do it all the time where like I swing in, swing, and I probably shouldn't have. Let's go for card draw over the Ceratops. Especially with like Reckless Rage, other things, this will be good. Dude, turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor that draws you a card from it immediately, like, that's so broken. It's so good, man. Boom, Mardu Infinity. I gotta check this out. Oh, the one with Raptors, Divine Visitation, and Bishop of Wings. Yeah. Great, awful, and terrible idea. All right, swing in. Down to 17. I actually really like this Reckless Rage here. I'm almost wanting to go Shifting Ceratops, Reckless Rage. Try to get Adanto Vanguard to go Indestructible a couple times on the next turn. That could be fun. Am I a bad person for wanting you to play that deck? Which deck? The Infinite Combo?
To stand down now.
No, that's always fun. The Death Touch that Sorin adds onto this is actually pretty awful. Pretty not good for us. Does he have a big vampire? He's taking his sweet old time, but that's for dang sure. Corpse Knight and Cruel Celebrant actually do something. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's actually true. Just go 4 colors and add turn everything into an angel as well. Yeah, I think Blood Sun for to kill the dead. I could see Blood Sun being run a lot more, especially because Lotus Field is still in the format as well. It's like, I think that can be pretty good. All right, Death Touch, no blocks. They're basically sacrificing the Sorin though. Here's the thing, we kind of want to get rid of a blocker. Just make sure we kill him. Let's go for Alpha. Registrar Alpha is definitely the better play. We'll swing Ripjaw Raptor and... if we swing everything there, they're definitely just going to kill this Dinosaur. If we swing these guys this way, Sorin goes down to 1, which we're actually okay with him being at 1. That's not as big of a deal for us. And we'll see if he'll take this. I'd love to be actually going base with all of that damage. And if he does trade off here, we're fine with making sure that we actually get the Sorin. And we get trample damage through. Alright, so they do let this happen like this. That's fine.
You cannot hurt my hollow soul.
Boros midrange. Boros is good. I mean, if you build it right, I mean, honestly, yeah. There's a lot of ways you can go with Boros midrange as well. Where it's like, the cool thing about Boros too is that it always feels aggressive. Hey, Warrior, I'd actually love to see a deck list of what you mean by that. Does this get lifelink as well? Yeah. The lifelink that they get for that is actually annoying. We have double Reckless Rage here as well. Oh. Do you swing in just for the life gain? We have a massive board here. Passes the turn. Carnage Tyrant, which we can bring in with haste. I feel like the Reckless Rage is actually going to do more though here. So let's actually all right, Shifting Ceratops. Already has the haste. Grow the Raptor. right, so we don't want him to block. This is a question. Do I go for the block, letting him block here first, or let's do this? All right, so goes for the indestructible. Do it again. I was gonna wait until after he blocked and did indestructible anyway, but I think that this is gonna be good for us still. All right, gets to kill a guy. That's fine. That's 11 damage there. Wait, so we just have lethal. He blocks 5, takes 4, 8, 11. Does he have another disfigure? Don't have a disfigure. Game. All right, sweet. Whew. All right, that was worrisome. But getting him to spend it twice was exactly what we needed to actually turn that from you know, we might have done some damage to actually turning it into a lethal. So I guess I could have gotten him to do it one more time anyway. But that was still good. All right. Well, 5 and 2. Let's keep going. 5 and 2. Do you think with standard cooling the old stuff, historic will be dead? Well, they're letting us keep everything here. At least this is what they've said. Is that we're gonna mulligan that? No red mana. This is good. Get rid of. I want to get rid of the Reckless Rage. I think. Hope for the Ceratops with a green mana. This is my thoughts with historic. At least what they've said is that historic will be. What am I trying to say? I can't spoke right. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Well, that's not extra green mana. Another Raptor Hatching would be pretty sweet here too. Tons of damage could come through here. Sailor. Okay. What am I trying to say? So I think that historic, I'm hoping that they let us just keep all of our cards, which is kind of what they said they do. I think they would have like a riot if they didn't, and I would be leading it. You know, like I just really think that's a dumb idea for them. All right, so this is the Flyers deck. Throwing the Raptor. Let's hope they don't have Unsummon, but let's go ahead and kill the Healer's Hawk. Swing in for 6. Have some big boys in the battlefield. We'd love to find an extra green source. My biggest concern is that they're not going to let Historic be a constant format. I feel like they're going to do it as like a once in a blue moon type of thing. And that I'm really not looking forward to. I think that Historic, which will be Ixalan on in Ixalan and through whatever, will create so many more synergies, so many more cool things to do. The worst thing that they can do for it is make it happen where it's only like you do an event for it, like you have to pay for an event and it's like once every like one weekend a month. That would piss me off. Like I would be very angry at that point. Yeah, that would make me very not happy. Because I think Historic, like, it adds so much to, specifically to what Arena is supposed to be. You know, it's like, I feel like as a content creator, some other people may not ever want to go back towards Historic stuff, but I would love to create content doing that. And I feel like a lot of people like watching that. And not only that, but then if it's all about money, like, that has lots of value on the money aspect as well. But, all right, so we have a turn 4 Regisaur Alpha. here. I'm not sure that's good enough. I think we mulligan this. This one we keep. What do we go down? One of these two is what we go down. We keep Domri, or do we not keep Domri? What do we drop here? Ripjaw or Ceratops? I feel like Ceratops a bit more versatile, I guess. I just really like the card draw. I mean, I guess if we're going to go Domri insteed of Thrashing Bronton, but I like being able to play the things that are in hand. I'd rather drop the more expensive stuff. We have more turns of draw into them. We'll drop the Ripjaw. Did I say the P word? Yeah. Yeah, that's like as close as I get to cuss words. Oh, man. Hey, Thomas, thanks so much for the super chat. Oh, man, that's so appreciated. Thank you. Grim Initiate. All right, this isn't a mass deck. Anytime you see that, it's like, oh. We're being crazy. Steamy can. Oh, never mind. I'm on a red with a 1/1 first striker. Well, we're going to go for Stompiness. Get out all the big boys. Typically, mid-range beats aggro. Sure Strike. Alright, we'll take it. I'm fine with taking 1 point of damage there. That's fine. We at least get out Domri to like fight and stuff as well. If they do have Sure Strike or something, we can still kill it. That's good too. That lets us actually play everything, and both of these actually let us play everything in the next turn. So let's go for a Domri. Let's kill a Steamykin.
Let's just fight. Oh, let the blighters feel the ground tremble.
And no attacks, pass the turn. I'm feeling like there's a Sure Strike in here. We shall see if he actually uses it. Well, which is +3/+0 in first strike, right? You hit the Cavalcade decks? You know what? That's fine. Go for it.
No, you haven't seen the
They're
last
still
of
not
me.
dealing with the actual threat, which is just our bigger bodies. They're keeping us scared, though. That's for sure. Maybe blocking there was good, just to make them actually spend threat anyway. All right, Marauding Raptor. No attacks, pass the turn. Boo. And we'd love to find land. That would be sweet. Yeah, this is definitely a Sure Strike. Wait, no, because they don't have the mana. I guess they have Runaway Steamkin now. Alright, we block here. Here comes the strike. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doesn't come. What? If you're playing for Sure Strike, you should have not gone to first strike damage first. Yeah, okay. So maybe they didn't. He's just been playing it really well. You play decks without removal because YOLO. Those are sometimes the most fun decks to play, but I mean, removal is always best. That's the. But at the same time, you can fit in so much more fun if you're not having to worry about removal. A Ripped Jaw. And no attacks. Now we can block through Sure Strike even if they are threatening it. I think he might have still had it. He just misplayed there, it looked like. Chandra.
bunch of new burn spells to
Oh, I guess
try
they could
on
also
you.
just have lightning strike with first strikers. That's true. That's annoying. Thrashing Bronzedon will be taking care of that,
Mother
though.
Rudy gave us homework.
Alright, takes it down to 17. I don't like not playing this. I kind of like holding up Shock, though, for the Steamkin whenever they start doing something. Yeah. We have to get rid of Experimental Frenzy, though. I mean, especially now they have 4 mana. Pass the turn. If we find our land, we will be able to take over this game, I think. So we just have to kind of play this game out. Once we get to our big boys, it's going to be hard for them to really have as much advantage as we have. Alright, resolve. Yep, that's fine. Light up the stage or something. Let me shock, let me shock. Whoa, why can't I shock? Okay, I was like, I thought it wasn't going to let me do it. Alright, well, we got rid of Steamkin. That's nice. They do get light up the stage here. 3 mana. Another light up the stage. They can actually go grab another light up the stage. That's kind of fun. And they still have the mana to play the Lava Runner. Good play. This Ripjaw Raptor is going to be an issue for them.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
As a shock. Oh, did they already play that up stage or something? Well, Blast Zone is awesome. That's really good, actually. They can block, strike, Regisaur Alpha. I'm trying to think if there's a way that they can really kill Ripjaw Raptor. They can block with everything. We get so many cards drawn for that, though. Like that, we are okay with that. They can shock our 3/3 after a first strike, so we're not going to swing in with him. And I think, do we even go after the Chandra? We have Blast Zone, which is nice. I kind of want a chance to gain, draw some cards, though. So we're going to go after Chandra here. It's something they actually want to keep. I think if we just went towards face, they just let it happen. Block with all of them. Do it. Fine. That's good. Let's just play something else. Having an enchantment removal is not possible for each deck. Yeah, it depends on the colors you're in, yeah. It's hard to do it in certain colors for sure. Red has lots of card draw. It's actually kind of insane what all they can do.
Remember that spell.
They already played a land? I don't think they have. Yep. Down to 9. I mean, we are still in danger. Alright, Thrash is actually pretty nice here. Just get rid of the Steamkin. We can also kill Planeswalker, but we don't really care about that too much at the moment. Raptor. Swing it, Chandra. We're gonna... It's hard keeping this game slow because they will just have enough burn at some point, so we do need to start putting on pressure before long. I just don't think we can do it favorably yet. Runaway Seepkin, dude, and they've been drawing lots of stuff. We finally got to our lands. They have like 1 million. That's the new one from Dominaria that was in there. All right, passing my turn. That's fun. All right, let's just do this. Let's do Blast Zone. We get 2 guys here. We have a shock for this one. That's actually shock here. Actually, let's hold back the Marauding Raptor. Swing in. It kills a guy. We get to kill their guys still, that's fine. Down to 9. All right, and so now I don't see how they can top deck to win this. Experimental Frenzy would probably do it, but that's pretty much all I can think of. Boo. We have lethal on board with this. There we go. Or lethal in hand, I guess is what it's called. And that was it, right? That's 7 and 2. So that was sweet. That was awesome, man. All right, well. Dino's doing the thing. 7 wins, 1,000 gold, 3 cards. Let's see if we get any actual good cards. Oh, just things we already have.
Today I craft my victory.
Yeah, so that's the deck right there. Let me get the deck list up here for you guys again. Yeah, so there you go. That's the deck list for that deck right there. That was pretty sweet. I actually feel like that one was pretty solid. We didn't run up against every deck that we typically would run up against, but like what things would you guys change about that to be like, if you're playing best of 3 or whatever, how would we change that up? Oh, and I forgot, that's something that we were going to be doing too, is best of 3 for this stuff, but this works too. I'm going to take a break here in just a moment. But yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' suggestions as far as what we would do for sideboard, maybe different things if we're going best of 3 with this deck. But overall, it was feeling really solid. I feel like we have a good number of creatures to just like, you know, removal and things. I think what else we would do. The fun thing though is we can go into so here are the enraged creatures in white. They're all expensive is the issue. There's nothing like that's cheaper. There is a green-white one. Siege Horn Ceratops. But it dies to Marauding Raptor, so it's like, meh. If you had Icon of Ancestry, you can get pretty insane with it, though. But I think that's too much to ask for. But bellowing Aegisaur would be awesome. When it's dealt damage, get a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Sounds sweet. And this, whenever it's dealt damage, exile target creature an opponent controls till he leaves the battlefield. I'm not sure if that's a consistent enough one, but I mean, like, that's difficult to deal with. There's also the 7 mana one, which is 6 mana with Marauding Raptor, so that actually might make this worthwhile. But each opponent sacrifices a permanent. That could be a fun way to go with it still too. But anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break here. We also need to maybe do a couple decks, but I'm gonna be checking into your guys' decks here in just a moment. So Devin will drop the Discord link again, and if you will, please, actually, and you guys go ahead and send me deck lists for me to review, and I'll be going through those. I'll probably be going through pretty quick this time, but I'll be going through those. 1 second. All right, I brought a friend back with me. Gotta take this off and get that away from you. Here's a good toy. Actually, play with this one. Is that a good looking mic right there? Yeah. All right, let's jump into some deck lists that you guys have for me. I actually have to delete a lot of decks, so I don't want to like delete the ones I'm going to be playing for Fridays though. But I like to actually bring the deck list into here when I can. That one, that's such a fun deck. I need to rebuild a new version of that. Can't ever get rid of that one. It's just so good. All right, that's probably enough for now. Those gates can go away. Sorry, guys. So yeah, this is my baby. This is my little boy Ammon from deletion. Yes. All right, so now let's jump into stuff for today. All right, so Boren sent in one for Tuesday BREWSDAY. I'm just kind of going down the list here. Import. And I'm just going to go through and kind of like do a little bit of a review on these. I also do want to be testing and like playing things out a little bit here and there. So probably every couple. We've already done a couple of our own videos, so maybe not this one. This looks pretty sweet though. 66 cards. Did he change the number of lands? See, that's the biggest issue is if you're going to go up to 66, you have to increase the lands as well. Like I think it's fine to go up above it. It does slow down like the actual game plan, but so that's probably the biggest things I would change is if you're gonna go up to 66, go ahead and get more lands in here, especially when you have this expensive of stuff. What do you want, bud? Is this gonna be difficult here? Oh, this guy's getting so mobile. It's hard to keep him in one place. No, you want to play with everything that I've got. I know. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I won't have him for too long. So if it bothers you, it'll probably be about 5 minutes. All right, dude. That's one thing you can't do. All right. All right. Maybe it'll be like 1 minute. Anyway, I think this deck is. I think flyers is a really good way to go. It's interesting that you're not going for the more early game flyers. Like you're going for more like a controlled flyers deck that gets into the late game. I would just add more lands. That's pretty much the main thing. I would add more lands or cut down so that you can. I would have 23 lands if you're gonna be running all of this big stuff, for sure. And yeah, I think flyers are really good. I actually haven't seen like a more controlled version of it, but I think that'd be good. All right, next one. And this is by Cinch. Here, I just like to put this in so I remember it in the future. And this is Cinche. All right, and so this is a Jace Cunning Castaway, which I actually am a big fan of. Jace Cunning Castaway. I think that people undervalue it a little bit. So Flux Channeler, a lot of proliferate stuff, and just build a big board with him. It'd be fun if you could also bring in the black for the Nicol Bolas for the infinite combo with him. That's like the only other thing would be like, oh, that'd be sweet. 1,000 Year Storm for like tons of proliferate as well. That would actually be pretty cool. I'm so glad I'm getting this on video. It's great. I think this is definitely a fun deck. We'll have to test this out at some point. I'm not sure if I have the means to get that many mythics though. I don't have any of this guy, or I just don't have enough. Okay, I don't have enough. I feel like I would want to go, like, I would go for more flyers as well if you can, because to get more value from his +1 ability. I think you can maybe go for more flyers. And that's the only other thing I'd probably change with that. All right, well, he's gone. All right, and here's Tiersmund. $60 deck is not good enough for you. All right, let's import this one. Did I not copy this? Oh, guys, please have it in the, if you're gonna post it as a full deck list, post it in the arena format, which has the like the little code afterwards. Otherwise, it's really hard for me to see. But from what I can see, this is just like an Angels Gates deck, which looks pretty cool. I think that it's kind of more of a control-y, get out the Angels, get out like a Safara. Yeah, it's not bad. Not too shabby at all. Another Cinch deck. We actually don't have that many. All right, so we might be going in. We might be playing a few of these already. If you guys want to send stuff in, I'm not sure where people have been putting their codes, but if you put it in the community deck list, that's the best place for it. And we'll get to actually playing some Magic here in a bit too. I like going through, like, I like letting you guys or send in deck lists, that kind of stuff. Of course, my win-loss record has been pretty awful lately. All right, so Divine Visitation, Krenko. That just makes me happy. Tillinolly Summoner is a big part of that as well. Tillinolly Summoner, especially because they come in tapped and attacking with Divine Visitation, is so fun. Heroic Reinforcements is good. It is kind of a nombo with Tillinolly Summoner, though, where it's like they come in after the fact. But you're still going wide with everything else, so it's still good synergy, and it's only a 1-of. So I think it's actually pretty good. Not sure if I like the Chromatic Lantern. Like, if you have the means to get the other lands, I would go for those over Chromatic Lantern and like some other ways that you're kind of trying to fix stuff. And I would just kind of go for more consistent synergy. So like this is how I would change it up if you can. Is I'd cut this. Soldiers. Wait, what's the Radiant Destiny for? There's so many different humans. Maybe. I really don't know why that's coming in. 24 lands for this deck. See, this deck, you're probably wanting 20. You're probably wanting 23, 24. I would go up Legion Warboss, up a Krenko, and Warboss again. Actually, man, like, there's a lot of interesting things here. Chandra doesn't really work well with Chilean Ally Summoner because it's after the fact as well. So I'd probably be more of a Cavalcade of Calamity deck. Go down the Chandras, probably all together. But Heroic Reinforcements is also kind of awkward with Cavalcade of Calamity. Like, so this deck is going in a lot of different ways. Samet Sprint doesn't really help with Cavalcade of Calamity. So that's probably the biggest thing I would say. Like, because I'm not sure really where to cut in with this, but I would try to choose an actual win condition that you're going for and be more focused on that and like build synergies towards that exact thing if you can. I don't think it's bad. Like I could see it's probably the things that you have. But yeah. All right, we got another one in here, it looks like. Undead Thuggernaut. All right, so this is... I know what the deck this is already. All right. Gotta see the jank. All the 2-drops. All right, so this is the combo that Devin was talking about earlier. So Bishop of Wings. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under control, gain 4 life. If an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. With Divine Visitation and double Marauding Raptor, you can keep having those angels die over and over again. They keep coming into the battlefield. You keep gaining 4 life, so infinite life there. Infinite angel tokens created. And if you have a Cruel Celebrant or a Corpse Knight out as well, it's infinite damage or life loss. And so commits the jank, yeah. So I like God's Willing. It protects the combos. This is the issue, though, is that it's a 4-piece combo. Actually, not even 4-piece, because you have to also have an angel. We only have 1 angel in the entire deck to make that happen. So it's so like that'd be the biggest thing is checking the consistency on this. We can maybe drop a land to try to get in another angel of sorts. Resplendent Angel is good. What I would do is I'd probably drop to 2 of each of these because you only want 4 pieces. Like 4 cards of a certain piece of the combo is fine. Running Raptors, I don't know. It's so difficult to make that actually work. A fun way you can go with it is maybe Arcane Adaptation. Blue. And turn everything into an angel as well. But then it's like a 5-piece combo. Then you're going like crazy with it all. So it's hard to say. Actually, so the way you can go with that too is you actually have an infinite combo even without the Divine Visitation that way. So you can have Divine Visitation, but you only need 1 Marauding Raptor. As long as you have Arcane Adaptation, the spirit that he creates also becomes an angel, and he creates a 1/1 white angel over and over again that then Marauding Raptor can hit. So this is actually, I guess the way that I would go about it is I would go for Arcane Adaptation. You know, we have to fix the mana there, but then you have multiple ways to hit the combo. If you can turn everything into an angel, and this is the issue too, is like if you get out Marauding Raptor too early, these guys die to it as well. So it's like, but you can create infinite life, which is awesome, with Marauding Raptor, Bishop of Wings, and Arcane Adaptation. So that's only a 3-piece combo, infinite life, just like Polyraptor. That's actually not even that difficult to make happen, I feel like. You do have to kill the first one, so maybe it would be a Corpse Knight or Cruel Celebrant, but if you get one of those guys out, and then I would go for the full 4 copies of each of these. Because if you can get this out, you can play Marauding Raptor after the fact, and then play something that will die to it, which I would probably play something like Human, or is it like Hunted Witness or something, to create tokens as well. So then you have value from like maybe 2 copies of Divine Visitation. Which Divine Visitation kind of turns off that combo. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking is that. So actually, what do you guys want to do? Do you want me to play a version of this deck here? Let me let me kind of rebuild it because this is the changes that I would make with it. Devin, dude, though, this sounds really fun though. Yeah, so this is how I would build this deck, is because that's actually a really fun combo. Raptor, I'm getting a phone call. I'm ignoring my phone call. All right, mirror rotting Raptor. Raptor hatching also creates tokens, which is pretty nice. So maybe even still go with a couple of those because it's still a fun combo with that. Cruel Celebrant. Corpse. The issue is that we're in so many colors here. Like that, this actually I don't think is a terribly inconsistent. Oh, until you get into Bishop. Bishop is 2 white. But again, I still don't think this is terribly inconsistent. But infinite damage combo. Rotting Raptor, Bishop of Wings, and anything like this, and then. Or Resplendent Angels, Angel of Vitality. Just to kind of get the extra life gain from it. It lets the game go longer. Bishop of Wings, maybe brought back. I'm not sure if we'd even go for the Divine Visitation because I feel like it can almost hurt the combo more than help it in some cases. What do you guys think about this though? Like this is kind of more how I would build it. I'm not sure about the. I like the Angel of Vitality because it kind of helps with other pieces of the combos. It's another creature that can die to the Marauding Raptor, as well. That if Bishop of Wings out creates the token, you still gain the life, get to do some cool stuff. So infinite life gain there. That actually isn't that difficult of a combo, especially because you can play Bishop of Wings and Raptor and Rotting Raptor on the same turn, like or whatever, like, or you can play multiple things. So it is still a 4-piece combo. And then we wanted the human hunted witness, just something that can die easily to raptors. And then let's go for 1 Lyra. Lyra doesn't bring stuff too far out of the place. It gives us something to do on the top end that still can close out games. We don't have like 0 removal, which is an issue here. Raptor Hatchling, I'm not sure is great. Oh, and Rotting Raptor makes everything cheaper too, which is so cool. The biggest issues is going to be the mana symbols. Making sure that we hit blue, red, white, and black, and still being able to play Bishop of Wings, everything like that. So throw God's Willing. Yeah, God's Willing I think is right. Three copies. 1. So this is what I always do, is I like to get a deck and then I like to try to somehow make it consistent along the way as well. So we're just going to bring everything into white. So we're going to have all of the white dual lands. Dual lands. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 ways that we can find blue mana for our 4 Arcane Adaptations. It's a little bit risky, but we can also, we're trying to build a deck that can win even without it. All right, so 3 red places for the 4 copies of Marauding Raptor that we need. And then, where's black? I missed black. And probably 4 copies of each of these. Just because we have 8 there, so... Yeah, and I feel like that's actually pretty decent. So everything's in white. We have a couple of other stuff in here as well, like basic lands that we can get into. Actually, I'd probably go for... We're okay slowing the game down. We make sure we hit Bishop of Wings. Let's go 1 Temple of Silence. In the sound of silence. That's not bad at all, actually. All right, let's test this deck out. I'm actually... Let's go down here. Temple of Silence back in. Drop a... we have... This is the hardest part, is like, if we don't hit our colors, though, what do we do? After Bob checks it again, you'll send a new link. So Bob actually, it doesn't take too long. Just go to the public thing in Aether Hub and send the link, and it goes in really quickly. How many lands do we have right now? 24. We can drop actually 2 lands, I think, and still be pretty consistent here. Let's drop Island. And man, I don't know. I'm actually just not even going to play basics. Let's go ahead and bring in some other stuff here. So Clifftop Retreat will come up, and Glacial Fortress. Why not? All right. Or Infinite. It's like Angels Eternal. It's another way for like infinite, right? That's kind of a synonym. All right, we got to do this one. And while we go, that's what's up. I don't have my headphones anymore because of Ammon. We're just going to play this like one time. Actually, let's go up against the bot match. How about this? I want to make this work. And so let's go ahead and go up against Sparky. This way we can kind of show off decks as we go through. I might end up doing this a video of this if it works well enough. Infinite combos those are always pretty fun, you know. This should work, right? Like, I'm thinking through everything. That should be an infinite combo. How it works. We have a lot of colors. We have Bishop. We have Cruel Celebrant. I mean, we're gonna keep this. We have God's Willing to protect it. If we find an Arcane Adaptation, life can be pretty good here too. There's a Marauding Raptor. Hollow Fountain tapped. So this is the issue. We have to play Cruel Celebrant before Marauding Raptor, and then we have to find something else to play that will die, which we found it. All right, perfect. All right, so Bishop of Wings. Of course, again, we are playing up against Sparky, so this is going to be way different than the typical matchup. But Dinner Stray. Let me check up some other deck lists out here. It looks like we did get a few new ones. All right. I'll start with Malfuz after this. Ooh, double Bishop of Wings is also pretty nice. So we have to find black mana now, and this is the issue, is just not having a good mana base. All right, Bishop of Wings number dos. Can't play Marauding Raptor until we have Cruel Celebrant, so that we can actually have the infinite combo go off and pass the turn. This way we get a hold of God's Willing. We have good defense. And so this is just kind of, so this is what we need. We need card draw. We have to have card draw or some sort of tutor. And it's really lands that we need. Sparky can wreck you. Yeah, it's true. I have been wrecked by Sparky in the past. The nice thing is that Sparky's really not aggressive, and so the fact that I have 2 1/4s, there we go. Well, if we find Arcane Adaptation off the top, I'm kind of debating if I want to play this or not. I'm not sure if he has anything that would kill it, but... Alright, well, we're really close to the combo, actually. If we find Arcane Adaptation, we have all the mana that we need to do this. And we actually get to create multiple spirits each turn, and so we actually go crazy with this. Come on, give me the Arcane Adaptation. Well, now we just wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we can't even protect this from a color? What you gonna kill? Dude, serious? Sparky, what you doing? Ah. All right. All right, pass the turn. All right, I'm going to be checking out some other decks while we're going through this as well. I wish I could actually... I still like showing it on Arena, though. Yeah, pass to my turn. Another Bishop of Wings. We still haven't found an Angel as well. We have lots of Angels in this deck. That would be nice to hit. I'm just saying. Pass the turn. Let's hope they don't have another Meteor Golem. Oh goodness. Yeah, we were so close to the infinite combo. Too strong for Hefe. Yeah, I know. I mean, any Angel, we're going to gain 12 life, so I'm not worried about losing this game at any point. Well, we found all of our colors. That's for dang sure. All right, pass the turn. Maybe a copy of Command the Dreadhorde. Because we can have Arcane Adaptation and get all this stuff just in the graveyard. So maybe like 1 or 2 copies of Command the Dreadhorde is a good redundancy plan. Where we can go grab all this stuff out and we can have, especially with Arcane Adaptation and Bishop of Wings, every single thing in our deck gains us life, creates more, you know, like do that. So actually maybe that's the way we should do it. For the love. Come on, Sparky. All right. Maybe we do need to go down a couple of lands too. If we're gonna go up for, if we're gonna do Command the Dreadhorde though, then we need to keep our lands. So maybe it's just brought back, but that doesn't let us play our combo quickly or aggressively, because then we're having to hold up like 2 mana all the time. But everything is white mana, so we should be okay with that. Alright, and block
I
there.
win. But I hope you win too.
Oh, where did I not block this guy? How did I block this? I messed it up. That's fine. Down to 10. Sparky's gonna kick my trash. Alright, pass to my turn. Arcane Adaptation. Well, alright, well. Marauding Raptor. Fine, pass the turn. He's gonna swing in again. Come on. All right. Oh, well. Oops. That was an accident. I mean, you would think it'd be coming soon. We've gone through a lot of our deck so far. It could be the bottom 10 cards of our deck, though. Sorry if we're gonna make you guys drag through this. So we're so close to the infinite combo here. Okay. Yeah, so what can we do to make this happen? Card draw is a way to go. Maybe like Dawn of Hope or something, but we don't really gain a lot of life outside of, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those that we just need to be mulliganing to have enough pieces of the combo. If I wasn't playing it Sparky, I would be holding back the Marauding Raptor. The fact that he has a big board, though, too, is one of those. Well, I guess we hold on to it. Pass the turn. Less lands, more Lantern. Yeah, Lantern's okay. It's just something else that we have to play. Like I would prefer to just have all of my mana base good with my lands, though, personally. Definitely to the bottom. No more lands, dude. What's up with this bot system? And we have way too many lands for the top 20 cards of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that was 10. So that dies, so don't play it. Matches my acquisition. I'm not sure if we're heavy enough in black to make that happen, but maybe. Scheming Symmetry. I'd probably be okay with going Scheming Symmetry. It is hard to say. So that means that they have some sort of response here. So we'll just block there.
Keep with it. You're doing great.
I don't know. We'll take 4. That's fine. Lose the Bishop of Wings. There it is! Yes! Alright, infinite combo time, my friends. Alright, on Angels, make sure we put it right. Alright, 100 Witness. Yep, gain some life. Kill the dude. Create some Angels, get some cool sellout. And this is exactly what we wanted to do. Yep, here we go. Oh, this is fun. So that's another way we can maybe go with this, is just like be a Command the Dreadhorde deck and just be trying to get all this stuff into the graveyard. But then we also have to make sure we don't ever mill over the Arcane Adaptation. So that's another way to go with this deck that I think that could be a good way to get the combo to happen. But dude, this is sweet. This is exactly what we wanted. Just for sake of time, I could get it to where it doesn't ask me to arrange this over and over again, but we have to do it 14 more times. But this is sweet. This is, I mean, look how much life we're gaining here too. Yeah, having double bishops too. This is so one bishop is never triggering, so every one of these we have another spirit that can come in as well. But yeah, this is fun. It's so beautiful. Oh, dude, hey Carlos, I didn't even notice you here, man. What's up, brother? There's something satisfying about this combo just going off, you know? I'm so surprised I've never heard of this yet. Like, there's so many fun combos with Marauding Raptor. So the combo is possible. Do I think we could ever actually get this off during a an actual like competition or whatever? I don't think so. I think that this is one of those that's kind of like, we'll see. And actually, I would like to know you guys' question here for, do you think I should be posting videos like this, like doing like a clip of like, hey, we made this combo happen? Because I know like we get a lot of people on here, but not nearly as many people as watch the videos. Would you guys, if you didn't come to one of these, would like to see like a clip of like just this as a video? Because I think that's what I might do with this one, because like that's such a fun little clip, and I can go in and edit that out and say, okay, here's another clip for a video. Can I post the deck list? I absolutely can. Big time clips. So you guys are fine with more clips and stuff like that. The biggest thing is, so this is the way YouTube works, is it's one of those where it's like it gauges everything off of like a consistency. Like you have to be consistent with everything. So the hard part with doing clips and everything like that, I'm worried about just not having consistency, because then YouTube, like for the other day, YouTube just didn't show my video to any of you guys. Like that just happened on one of it, where it's like I saw that very few people even saw my stuff. Like they notifications were going out 3 days late and stuff like that. And so top 10 jankiest combo clips. Oh yeah, there we go. That would work. I was just thinking like, and also like playing it up against Merchant. Like I got in halfway through that game and started recording it. And so like I'm not sure if you guys would like to see that type of stuff. but we can do things like that. All right, well, this is Malfu's deck. We got Jasmine's next. I like Season of Growth. The main target for it is just Enter the Unknown, though. So I like it because whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you get to scry one. So like that's nice being able to scry. Make sure you try to get the Hippolyta's a Citadel. Command the Dread Horde is good. So there's lots of value with Season of Growth just there. I would try to maybe have even more targeted abilities. But at the same time, it's not terrible. I like Dread Presence with all of this. Scape Shift, Dread Presence. It's going a lot of different directions, but not in a bad way. The nice thing about Scape Shift and Dread Presence is it's just any swamp. It doesn't have to be basic swamp. So if you do have the ability to get the shock lands, Overgrown Tomb also works with Scape Shift and Dread Presence. It'll come in and still trigger him. So if you have the ability to get those, do that. But this actually looks like a really spicy deck. The Season of Growth, I think, is probably one of the more awkward things. Like, I would probably just drop it down to 1 copy. It gets you closer to the 60 cards. It makes it a little bit more consistent. Lands, I probably wouldn't go for that many lands. I would probably drop down like 1 forest, or bring these up if you can, of course. Like, I recognize that not everyone can do this kind of stuff all the time. And I'd probably go something like that. Let's see, what's your... You have lots of green in here, though, so we don't want to drop too much on... Like, we want to have a good swamp focus, but I actually think I would still stay forest heavy and use Scape Shift and other things, like, and like have it be like a side combo that you can go with, which works really well. Like, I mean, if you can hit like Bolas's Citadel, you get to gain life, you get to draw the card up off of the top if you want to, which I think you're able to see as that trigger happens what's on top. So that's actually really cool too. I mean, but just in general, this combo with Command the Dread Horde or with the Bolas's Citadel, really good. Arroyo Grazer, yeah, it's good. Especially because you have so many lands that will be coming to hand. It's actually decent even late game. So in this deck, that's okay. I think that's a fine card. Yeah, good deck. I might test it out at some point. All right. Oh, here it is. I didn't get the 2 Aurelia. There it is. And this is from Jasmine. Thursman, please, if you can't send it in with the code from Arena, if you have to actually hit the export, it helps. Oh, you do have the Aether Hub list. Never mind. There we go. That's good. But Jasmine, here it is. Flame Sweep, I think, is so good. I think it's definitely good in this deck. Skyguard getting out Sephara is a pretty fun game plan. So just all of the angels doing some fun stuff here. Do you have... so this is the thing, like, I would say Blood Sun would be kind of dead here, but with it turning off Field of the Dead, actually pretty good. I like Tomic and Blackblade Reforged. There's also, like, yeah, Shalai's good. Do you not have Lyra? I feel like Lyra is, like, dying to be in this deck. At the same time, like, there's not tons of angels, but still Lyra's just amazing. So if you have Lyra, go for it. If not, that's fine. I don't think of anything else in here that would fit. I wouldn't really go for Angel of Vitality. Or flying. Is there not anything at 3 mana for flying there? Feather. You could fit Feather into this deck really easily. And Feather's, like, this is the thing, especially with Reckless Rage and God's Willing, I would absolutely, if you can, drop into 2 or 3 copies of Feather into this deck for sure. I would probably cut the Legionnaire for 2 copies there. And the Collision Colossus, yeah, that'd be pretty fun. It's a different take on it, which I like, but the thing is, people forget that Feather is just good as a 3/4 flyer for 3 mana. Like, it's broken. Like, here's the other 3 mana flyer that's in the format. A 2/2 with flying and haste, that's cool, but 3/4 for 3 mana, especially it's already in colors that you're pretty heavy in anyway. I feel like you can definitely include 2 copies of this into the deck if you have them. So that's the way I would go with that. Yeah, untapped Shocklands is awesome with the Blood Sun as well. Yeah, and I think it's one of those cards where, like, with Fill the Dead being so good right now, it just shuts off so many decks. Where, like, if they can't deal with the Blood Sun, their deck is just done for. Like, Scapeshift does literally nothing for them, really. It's like I think that Blood Sun is actually a really good sideboard card for that deck right now. So it's sad that it's going away, actually. It finally has a use, and it's like, oh, yep, goodbye. That's kind of sad. So Blood Sun, I think, is good for that. And that means if you guys are building Fill of the Dead decks, I do suggest that you get some other stuff to like have other win conditions as well. This one actually looks pretty similar. Deck limit reached. Oh, I have to delete so many things. All right, I just got a new one of those, so get rid of that. Get rid of Devin's stuff in here. Gosh, Devin. These ones have been around for a while. All right, got to delete all of my decks. Like, I actually really like having some decent decks here too, where it's like, oh, all right, well. I haven't seen Spirits be played in a while. I think Spirits actually still aren't that bad. All right, and this one was... oh, man. Irismond. Did I not save the Artemis deck you sent in? I have it. It's here. It's down at the very bottom because I didn't have some of the cards. All right, so game plan of the deck, Gates. So it's a Gates deck. Guild Summit, yeah, it has all the Gates pieces. Awesome. Helm of the Host with all of these awesome things. That sounds fun. The fact that you're going to have lots of mana to be able to make that happen too, not too shabby. Shalai with Helm of the Host is fun. So that's kind of... So this is a Gates and Angels deck, which I think isn't bad at all. I'm not a huge fan of Sarah's Guardian. Like, I feel like if you have the ability to get a double of some of these other good ones, then go for it. I feel like you're kind of going with a theme though. So like the idea of having that extra as a theme, that's fine. Or we'll craft this. As far as the actual gates in here, I'm a huge fan of the Gateway Plaza and Plaza of Harmony, just to have every color in there, especially with how heavy white you are. I think it's good to have that, because that's actually might be something you're going to run into, is not being able to play like Sephara for without paying the 1 mana for it. So looks really fun though. Angelic Exaltation is good. I would probably drop Angelic Exaltation because you're not playing lots of creatures. You're only playing a couple. Field of the Dead. I would probably bring in one Field of the Dead as well. Like I would cut a forest and go up Field of the Dead. You can maybe... Oh, no. Of the Dead. Otherwise, though, I think I like the deck. Oh, I cut something else out, too. How many lands do you have? 25? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, and I don't know exactly what else I would go up. Just... I think it's good. Open the gate, secure this route. Maybe another Shalai. Shalai is pretty good. Anyway, I think that's good, though. Be as careless as Jeff spending rare wild cards, yeah. at least having one of everything. I just realized I didn't have it, so I wanted to get that. Because for me, a lot of times I just go through and see what I have collected, and so if it's not even an option for me, I miss out on deck building, which is like my job, you know. Another one by Cinch. I'm gonna skip it, dude. Sorry, man. Hogging all of the creative space, brother. I'm just kidding. I'll come back to it in a bit. This was from Piggy Nick. Piggy Nick. Can you have some? Dude, actually, I've been wanting, like, I would love to give away some of, like, the especially, like, uncommon and common wild cards. Dude, I would love to be giving that kind of stuff away, because I know a lot of people need uncommon cards like crazy. And so I really wish I could do that. But yeah, Devin, thanks so much for putting the plug again for the tournament. If you guys want to jump in, which you should want to. If you don't want to, it's like, what? Dude. No, yeah, jump in. It'll be really fun. Yeah, I like this. Just it's a Risen Reef Value Town type of deck. I mean, getting out lands. Yeah, it is Field of the Dead. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, Field of the Dead deck. This one actually looks really solid. I like going Sultai over Bant right now, just because it's fun. Death Baron to grow all the other zombies. Yeah, that's. I don't think it's excuse me. I don't think it's necessary. But it's good. Yeah, Jace. You always have to have a Jace whenever you're running Risen Reef and Yarak. I think that's really important. River's Rebuke. What I would probably say is I would probably, instead of like just running Grazers or Pillar of the Glade, maybe like throw in some. I would want maybe a couple other elementals, because Risen Reef does work really well with that. The other fun thing you can do, especially with Jace Wilder Mysteries, is you can Risen Reef with Arcane Adaptation. Every time you create a zombie, you get more triggers with Risen Reef, which creates a way to like go through your entire deck and then play Jace. So I have a friend that built that deck, and it actually works really well. It's a lot of pieces to put together, but that's a good combo. If you do get Risen Reef, you get out like Scape Shift, Zombies, Arcane Adaptation for Risen Reef. It actually gets pretty spicy. Yeah. I wouldn't change too much there, just because it's based on a theme, it feels like there. And let's check out Cinches. This is Crafty Cut Purse, right? Which I'm not even sure if I have like any of those. I have one. Bring you in to make the copies of Rampage of the Clans and other things. Or whatever tokens come out. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't feel like there's a lot of treasures here at the moment. I guess Sailor means for one extra treasure there. I don't really know how good Crafty Cut Purse is. I mean, with Field of the Dead out there, like I can see how people can be going like, well, okay, let's get all of the tokens that we made for Field of the Dead. So it's kind of like a good against metagame, but the odds of having that in hand during the time that they escape shift, all that kind of stuff, I'm not sure is necessarily a great combo, but yeah. But fun deck. I mean, I think that making Crafty Cut Purse work is always a fun way to go. Like if you can, it's sweet. The one in Neoforms make token too. Yeah, that's true. Wait, Neoform makes a token? Sacrifices and brings something else out, right? Oh. So this is the deck I'm thinking. This and Malfus are the ones I'm wanting to try out. Yeah, this one looks spicy. All right, let's add feather. Go down the sky. Wait, no. Feather. Just because of how many things you have that work with feather, I'm actually going to go for 3 copies. I love Black Blade Reforged with it. I'm going to go down 1 Gift of Paradise. How many lands do you have? Yeah, 24 lands. Gift of Paradise really doesn't help much. It doesn't actually go with the synergy. So that's another thing I would cut out there. Blood Sun I love. And then I would go up the 2 other ones that work with feather. Strike. Just for card draw. Or Battlefield Promotion. Let's go 1 of each. All right. Battlefield is in everything. Something like this. I'm not sure this is... Oh, we also want Lyra in there, I guess. Flame Sweep is good. I'm actually going to go down to 3 copies of Flame Sweep. And I think that is where I want it. All right, one more thing. Sorry. One more thing. Season of Growth. Let's get 1 or 2 copies of that in here too. I just have not actually played this card yet. And I every time I see it, it's amazing. Let's go down 1 God's Willing. How many creatures do we have, actually? It's a little bit tight. And... Can maybe drop to 1 Blood Sun? Alright, just 1. Stop ignoring Carlos. You meanie? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. What did I miss? Well, yeah, I've learned to just never listen to Devin, but I feel bad about not listening to Carlos. Oh, that's funny. The Drunken Monkey, what's up, man? How's the family? Dude, family's great. Getting back from a long road trip, and so it's always fun. You're misogynist, yes. I like Tomic. I like Aurelia. Let's keep. Blackblade Reforged for Tomic. Dude, I love Blackblade Reforged and Tomic. It's one of my favorite combos. Yeah, that's fun. Lots of flyers for the Safari at some point here too. Tomic. Flame Sweep might be pretty good here. Anytime you see Basic Island, I'm thinking Sailor. Yep, there's a Sailor. Sailor. I'm in a weird mood. Ooh, and Feather. Feather's great. We saw that this deck runs lots of Essence Scatters, though, so let's go ahead and swing in. And I might just hold on to Flame Sweep until they play something on the end of my turn here. Or do we go for Feather? Flame Sweep might be better later on anyway. Let's see if they have the Essence Scatter before they get to Frilled Mystic. They have the Essence Scatter. Boo. Ask if you're going to be doing a proper announcement video for the tournament. No, like I said before, I'm keeping most announcements just for live streams. I had shifted what I was going to do for that. But yeah, I'm just going to keep the announcements on here because I feel like this is the group of people that actually do the play. Anyway, people can watch this afterwards if they want to. And that also kind of limits the amount. How do we know how many people are in the tournament right now? I'm not going to use this flame sweep just for a spectral sailor. I feel like that's not really useful. Oh crap. That's terrible. Well, we're racing. We're both stuck on 3 mana. I guarantee this is a counter, right? I mean, there is a chance it's not. Yeah, there it is. There's only 4. Huh. All right, so the Wolfie. Let's see if they have Frilled Mystic. Go ahead and go for it. I hate not playing into, like, at least not playing my stuff. It's always really annoying to me. The nice thing about this is that we do have the Flame Suit to kind of still wipe the board after as well. We might just go for, like, Battlefield Promotion onto the Tomic to try to get a bit more life and speed up the clock, and then Flame Sweep in response to whatever else they play. Reckless Rage is not terrible either. Swing in first. All right, resolve. All right, we're expecting a counter here, and we would love it. All right, pass the turn. All right, let's go ahead and kill the board. They get to keep the Nightpack Ambusher, but we at least get rid of that stuff. Reckless Rage gets to kill here. His hand has been pretty not good. We get to hold up the God's Willing, which is nice here. Boo. And that's just game. Alright. Next one. I want to check out the Bolas Citadel deck. That looks pretty fun as well. And then I might take another break here, and then we'll probably maybe do another deck. We shall see. This one. Devin for the win. Oh. With the highest of 5s. Well, I guess there is ones that are like that, actually like have the motion of the snap. All right, up against David. It's a little bit awkward. We're gonna keep it. We have Seeker Squire. We can go digging for some other good draws. I still need to get all my member stuff set up, but yeah, there's also a way to do like super stickers, is I think what they're called. Definitely keeping that. Grixis. Risen Reef. Uh-oh. Oh, this is 4-color. They have all of the colors. That's not good. Dread Presence and Escape Shift will be kind of fun. Losing Wildgrowth Walker is not fun. This one might be over already. MTG, what's up? Went to job site and had sketchy cell reception. Sorry to hear it, man. Well, let's see if we can keep Dread Presence alive. Force into Escape Shift. The fact that we haven't had any swamps yet is going to be pretty sweet, too. No attacks, pass the turn. We're probably just going to kill their entire board. And then we have the Escape Shift again. No! Boosted Fiend. I don't know why you didn't swing in first, just to see what happened. Ugh. Dude, this guy has got the hand, man. This is the kind of hand I always want. Nick Guns, good day, sir. How are you doing today? Did you kitty cats and mouse in the dreams yet? I'm not sure how many of you guys saw that, but that was hilarious. My cat, and Nick, you didn't even see the best part. Right before that, my cat was like her. It was only her face twitching, and it was like going crazy. It was hilarious. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, we're done. All right, I'm gonna take another quick break. Then we'll be back, and let's do another like just fun brew, and we'll maybe take it into a tournament or something, and then we'll call it after that. So let me take a quick break. Yeah, life is good. I got a Capri Sun. Hashtag still not sponsored. Hello. Dude, Devin, how do you know every time? I swear, like, you've called it every time with the Capri Sun. That's funny. All right, well, let's play some Magic. Let's do something fun here. How much is it to get into one of these? Don't have enough. I actually, yeah, I really want to do this. Like, I really like mixed sealed. I think that adds so much interestingness to it. Yeah, MTG, let's chat after this. Hit me up on Discord afterwards, and we'll talk. Unless you guys want to know stuff about YouTube now, I mean, like, because I've again, this is my third channel that I've done. I managed other channels for a long time. One of them is at 2 million subscribers, and the other one's at it's at 157,000 right now. So I've done a lot with YouTube. This channel I started because I just was like, I don't want to not do YouTube, and I was working like 3 other jobs at the beginning, and it was like, this is my first time doing something that was just me. And so, dude, YouTube though is like, I love YouTube and everything you can do here. It's just so much fun. All right, we need to jump into something good here. So actually, I'm going to showcase this deck here. I recorded this deck earlier, and I somehow forgot to hit the mic. So I forgot to, I like, I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a little button on the mic here that blinks red. If it's blinking, it's muted, and I always have it turned down so I don't ever see it, and I just totally missed it. I recorded an entire video on this that was pretty awesome, and didn't do anything. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I wish I could read that language to know how to say your name. But like, it's just like straight scribbles to me. It's like, oh man, I really wish I knew what that meant. Any fun 4 or 5 color decks we can play? Yeah, we have quite a few actually that just came in. Actually, I did like this deck that came in. I liked all the decks that were there. So we can check this one out. It's Russian. Yeah, I think you're right. Capri Sun sponsorship, Yeti sponsorship. Dude, that would be sweet. Yeah, we can keep this. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Gates Blaze will be good, but that's very not good. I swear, every time I play against the this deck, I run into people having the perfect hand every time. Let's go for blue. Blue and white. I mean, like, white is what's needed, right? Just think if there's any other colors we need. Think we're good with that? Actually, let's go blue-green so that we can still play Assassin's Trophy later on too. Grab that one. See you, Belrun. Have a good one. So we have Gates of Blaze. The biggest issue is a Sedento Vanguard. Even if he gets it indestructible, he still gets to go grab a land, which he was stuck on land, so let's just keep grabbing our lands. Now we'll go for Azorius. I guess like blue-red would have been good there too, is it? Soren.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Maro. Yeah, maybe. Well, let's get rid of these guys at least, but the counter on this means that we're dead anyway, and that's the game, and goodbye. Dude, it's just... Vampires are so fast right now. You need to make a deck for that tournament? Yeah. Actually, that's something that we can do right now. How about that? Let's do that. Let's make a deck for the tournament. So if you guys haven't heard, the tournament is going to be called Emperor. So it's common. So all common cards except for 4 uncommons and 1 rare or mythic card. And so and I'm going to go for... What I like to do is I like to try to see like what things we can go for and right away. Ooh, I know what we're going to do. I know exactly what we're going to do. Making sure there's nothing else. All right. High Alert, which is uncommon. Oh, not that. Ah, come on. Take it off. There we go. So 4 copies of High Alert, and then all of the walls, and then 1 Arcades. So 1 Arcades, all the High Alerts, or I guess Defenders is what I need, but yeah. And these all have to be common. Actually, let's get the new Wall of Mist. That one looks really cool. The Wall of Mist. Tetsuko. Tetsuko's uncommon. We can only have 4 uncommons for... This is as though we're going to be playing that one. Reach, I think, is going to be good, actually. As will this one. And then, let's see here. Tower defense. Ooh, that's... It's not terrible. I was thinking that the tower defense card would be in here, though. Oh. I need to put in defender as well, huh? Is that uncommon? Oh, awesome. See you soon, brother. All right. I'm thinking this is pretty good, though. The hardest part is just going to be making sure that we actually find the High Alert, but we can still build a big board and then make it happen along the way. So removal is important as well. Tell you 2 copies of that, and man, there's not going to be lots of planeswalkers or anything like that, though. So like we don't have to worry about too much about other things. So I guess it's going to be mostly creature format. How many creatures do we have? 23. Yeah, that's about right. I guess I thought that tower defense wasn't common, but this is still good though. This is great. And then We need flyers. Big body flyers. So the other thing too is we don't have to go with just defenders for this deck because High Alert turns on all creatures with toughness. It just works well with Arcades, but and there's some that are better because they're defenders, but we can also just go for big bodied things like Sailor of Means. Sailor of Means is good. That actually might be exactly what we go for, is just that. Draw a card. Like the Drake might not be... it's not very good, though. Yep, no, we're good. Alright, so this is the type of deck that I would build for this. Are there other better decks in this? I actually think so. There's probably quite a few that are better. But is this one going to be fun? Heck yes. Alright, it's going to be a little bit slower because of all these, but the life gain is nice. So yeah, that's how I would build that one. This one actually probably is not going to be terrible just in a normal gameplay. I like that you can be aggressive enough with walls that you can actually do okay. But here we go. All right, so I'm going to probably end this one a little bit earlier. I started quite a bit earlier on this one too. But so we may be ending the stream a little bit earlier than normal. Saps. Saplings. Ooh, saplings are going to be good. Ooh, saplings will probably be really good. I keep this. I'm actually going to go for making sure I get High Alert out on turn 3 instead of getting Wall of Runes out right now. Because like it doesn't do a whole lot for me to show them what we have going on. This also gets us Arcades pretty quickly. Okay, we get a Scry. Yeah, we'll keep another Defender. That's good. We have everything else we need in hand, so this lets us play that after Arcades on the next turn. The Arbiter is also awesome. All right, High Alert. Shwee. Down to 16, past the turn. Let's hit through. That's actually a little bit interesting. I guess they're gonna see what else comes out of this. And the nice thing with High Alert and Arcades is that Arcades becomes a 5/5 swinging in the air. Pretty sweet stuff. Only with one. Able to still block the Wall of Runes. Okay. Okay, Arcades. If they want to block with everything, totally fine with that. That's great. And then this Azorius Knight Arbiter, 5/5 can't be blocked, Vigilant. Dude, so good with High Alert. There are a lot of decks that can take care of High Alert or things like that, enchantments in the format as well, but this is fun. We're actually going to go for the can't be blocked guy early on here. I think it's going to be a better play. Then the next turn, hopefully we start drawing more cards. Vigilance as well here. Ooh, yes, that's good. Got some more zaps. Oh, Gauntlet of Light? Ooh. That would be interesting. I'm going to play this now. Get some card draw. Get a Scry. Put that to the bottom. Wall of Runes with that is sweet, by the way. I'm wanting to draw now before we do much else. Down to 1. Dude, I'm loving this deck already. This is up against, like, I mean, like, we're not running up against an amazing deck here, but fun. Cool. Game? Not even really worried about it. I mean, I guess just swinging with everything. Just in case they had some sort of removal there, but... Alright, sweet. Well, that deck's going to be decent, I think. That's going to be a hard one to deal with in uncommon type of format. The hardest part is that I think more of an aggressive deck, people that can kind of go over the top, like Flyers, I think will be broken as well. Flyers will be really good. That's another one that I think is going to be hard to deal with. Yeah, there's some fun ones. It's Gauntlet of Light. Yeah. I think I'm going to call it here though today for today, guys. I know I'm ending like an hour early, but I started about 45 minutes early, and so I think it'll be good. And thank you guys so much for hopping on. It's a blast doing these live streams. I will be doing some other videos today. I have to go re-record the Cleric Tribal one at some point here. I like tribal decks. They're just really fun, but they're really hard right now because people just have really powerful late games. Yeah. Anyway, Devin, thanks so much for hopping on. Good to see you. I'm glad to be back after the long trip and everything. But dude, it's so fun to be back. Fridays we'll be doing stuff. There'll be more clarification on the tournament as we go along for the week. If we don't get too many people signed up for it, though, we may have to switch up and do something else. But we'd love to have you guys jump on and do. I mean, like that's the thing too. Is like if there's not a lot of people doing it, it might be a good idea to hop in because we're gonna be making that happen. So anyway, see you guys. Have a great one. And bye-bye.